teleportation device is acting up a bit earlier this morning.
Acting up? How?
Well, you see, it's set on some really wild coordinates, and no matter what I do, I can't seem to change them.
Well, what are these wild coordinates? Where is it set for?
Well, near as I can tell, these coordinates are set for deep space, Bill.
Deep space?
Oh, what's happening?
I don't know. It just came on by itself.
Just a second here. Back away, Bill. I can't seem to stop it.
It's really smoking.
Host unit, Bill. Technician unit, Carl.
He knows who we are.
Yeah.
Reporter unit, Scoop. Reporter unit, Scoop.
He's on special assignment.
In England.
Yeah.
England. Island country off the coast of Western Europe.
Right. Who are you?
I am Randall. Cybernetic unit number R46790 from Gamma 5 in sector 8870. I have been sent to study the production procedures of Switchback.
Gamma 5, sector 9. What did he say?
He says he's a robot from outer space, and he's here to check out the show.
Oh, maybe we should show him that we're friendly.
Right. No problem. Say, Randall, could I interest you in a stick of gum?
New and improved.
The rising dollar.
Do you know how your feet affect others?
Tragedy struck today.
New Rocco Bed.
Oh, John.
Switchback.
Everybody, and welcome to Switchback. As you can see, we've got a whole bunch of people packed into our studio audience, many of them members of the number 85th Cub Pack Beavers from St. Joseph School right here in Regina. Now, whether you are in Manitoba or Saskatchewan or northwestern Ontario, wherever you are on this very chilly Sunday morning, we're really glad that you can be with us this morning. Now, we're already 1 week into 1989, and I am really excited.
Host unit excited.
That's right. I'm really excited because it's a new year. We got a great show lined up this morning. This morning's show is kind of different. It's a high-tech show.
High-tech.
Hi, Randall. We have a high-tech show, and it's all because it focuses on an event called Spectrum 89.
Spectrum 89.
That's correct. Spectrum 89 takes place next weekend up in Saskatoon, and it's an event entirely organized by University of Saskatchewan engineering students. Now, many of these students are here, and they've also brought along some really neat gadgets, which they will see at Spectrum 89. Those things include things like a laser hologram, a strength tester. You find out how strong you are. They've got a parachute here, and we find out how engineering has redesigned parachutes to a safer, better parachute. Also, an experiment in superconductivity. It's a big word. It's kind of a neat process, though, and we're going to have a liquid here which is actually minus 196 degrees Celsius. So hello to everybody in Flin Flon, because that's how cold it is there this morning. And we also have a super mileage vehicle. This is a little car that they made up at the University of Saskatchewan, and this car actually gets 5,691 miles to the gallon, which is it's an amazing thing.
That would be 9,158.52 kilometers.
Really?
Affirmative.
Okay, I believe you, Randall. So it's a super mileage car. Does very, very well. Also, Carl will be helping me out today, and Randall too. Carl's got the top 10 list of all the tunes in Canada, and I guess a special music video today as well.
Oh, that's right, Bill. We have a countdown to the top 10 hits in Canada.
Co-host unit, verbal pattern irregular.
Right. Oh, we also have a video. What's it called?
Handle with care.
Oh, the Traveling Wilburys.
All right. Thanks, Randall, and thanks to you too, Carl. Maybe you can load up the Rock 88 contest. We're going to start things off this morning, obviously a little bit differently, with a brand new contest idea. This deals just with music, and you only need your ears for this contest, at least right now. There was a lot of great songs in 1988. Many of them are on the album Rock 88, and you have a chance to win a cassette, Rock 88, if you can name at least 3 of these 5 songs. They go really quick, so listen carefully. Carl, can you roll that for us?
Rolling, Bill. I've watched you so many times before now, baby.
Okay, they went by pretty quick there. There was 5 little music clips. You need to name at least 3 of those songs. Now, we'll play them again for you a little bit later on, so you may want to grab a piece of paper. And then write down those 3 and send them to us. Here is our Switchback address. It is Rock 88, care of Switchback, Post Office Box 540 in Regina, Saskatchewan. Remember to include the postal code S4E481. We'll be giving away 10 different Rock 88 cassettes. It's a great contest. You'll want to do that. Somebody's at the door, Randall. You look over here and you can see our guest is here. This is Derek Manns. I'll let him in, Carl.
Right, Bill.
You guys be sure to give a big welcome. Our first guest is here. Derek Manns, University of Saskatchewan. Big hand. He's a little nervous. Come on in, Derek. How are you doing? Derek, here's our studio audience. Derek Manns, everybody. Come right on over here. This is my friend Carl in the red here. This is Randall in the blue. Some of our young helpers here, Belinda, Ariel. You can come on right up here. This is Ken Slillo. He's a cameraman. I'll get you to just sit on the couch here, Derek, and we'll hook this microphone on you right here. Nice looking sweatshirt you've got there.
Thank you.
Now, Derek, you're a University of Saskatchewan engineering student. You're involved with Spectrum 89. I can tell because it says that on your shirt. What can you tell us about Spectrum 89?
Well, Spectrum is an engineering show put on by the students, as you said. It's held only once every 3 years, and what we like to try and do is give the public a little better idea of exactly what engineers do.
Okay, they're having trouble hearing me. Or can they hear me now? Is it any better?
Give them red hand.
Okay, excuse us, broken microphone. Thank you, Romy. Okay, every 3 years this thing happens, and there's a whole bunch of different... Yes, all right. Good job with the microphone, Romy. It happens every 3 years. What are some of the exhibits and events that people could see?
Well, in addition to the things that will be on the show today, we have over 100 displays at the exhibition. Some of the things, robotics. We've got a robot named David, walks and talks, moves his arm. We've got cars from the past, present, and future, 1928 Model T, right up to a Turbo Lotus Esprit. We've got a big weather balloon with all kinds of scientific instrumentation. We've got a radio-controlled plane that's been built from scratch. We've got a space display coming in from Ottawa. It's just all kinds of things.
Now, obviously, also all the things that we have on today's show are also going to be up there, so if somebody sees some interesting things today, they could get involved. Quickly tell everybody where this event's going to happen, how much it costs to get in, things like that.
Spectrum's going to be on at the University of Saskatchewan campus in the engineering building next weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It will be $3 for adults, $2 for students, $1 for children, and preschoolers are free.
Okay, and that's University of Saskatchewan in Saskatoon.
Right,
Sounds
in
like
Saskatoon.
Fun. We also want to let everybody know that if you watch really closely today, you have a chance, if you're real quick, to maybe win one of these sweatshirts, just like the one that Derek is wearing. It's a dandy Spectrum 89 sweatshirt, Derek. And thanks for you, all the work you've done with Spectrum, and also for bringing down all your buddies and help us with today's show. We'll be back with more of our high-tech and high Randall show on Switchback right after this.
Just about got it. Just about. Hang on. Hang on. I think I've just about got it. There. That ought to do it. The old teleportation device will be ready for intergalactic travel now. Won't smoke so much. Oh, checking out the pillar, huh, Randall?
No, I'm just hanging on as you suggested.
Oh, that was just a figure of speech. I was working here and just something I said. It's all right. Now, where did I put that screwdriver? I'll finish this up.
Let me assist.
Okay. Wow, you're a pretty handy guy. You got a chainsaw in there? I was just kidding. I was just kidding. Just a little joke. So, how did you learn about our show anyway?
We have been monitoring Switchback via the Romulex satellite system for months now. I was sent down to study aspects of the show so that we might have an equivalent on our planet.
Huh. Gee, that's very nice. I guess I should show you around. Let's start over here. This over here, Randall, is a television camera. Check it out. Have a peek.
Peek.
We're standing by in the CBC Galleria, which is kind of the front entrance to our big building here. And the reason we moved here is because we need a lot of space. We have a parachute hanging up over top of us here, and we're going to get a look at that in a little while. We have with us Russ Siebert from the University of Saskatchewan, also Ian Anderson from the University of Saskatchewan, both engineering students, both involved with Spectrum 89. Maybe we'll start with you, Russ, and you can explain to us, we have a couple of parachutes here. What's the difference between the one closest to me and the one furthest away?
Okay, all skydivers are required to wear 2 parachutes, a main canopy and a reserve or backup parachute. On this particular model, it's 10 years old, believe it or not, and it was very popular back then. Here is contained the main parachute, sits on the skydiver's back. Here is the reserve, sits on the skydiver's stomach. This newer model, with the advent of new nylon, this lighter weight can be more compact, stronger. We can contain both the main and the reserve parachute in one unit. The main here and the reserve sitting up here.
Okay, so really as a result of engineering, this is an advancement in that sport.
That's right.
Now, Ian is involved with that sport. I guess Russ and Ian both are. So you participate, and as students now you understand how it works. You're wearing one of these sort of new models, I suppose, and maybe you could tell us a little bit about the parachute that's suspended over our heads, because you've seen this many times as you jump out of airplanes.
Right. The parachute that's suspended above us right now is a new modern one, and it's shaped more like an airplane wing rather than the round ones that you used to see on TV. Now the new ones with the airplane wing, you're able to fly them around with steering lines, and you can move around, which you couldn't do very much with the old style parachute.
The old style, you just sort of came straight down wherever it took you, and with these ones you have a bit more control.
That's right. With the new ones you can fly them around, and then the old ones you landed quite a bit harder, and the new ones you land really, really soft, and it's just about like stepping off about a 1-foot high step.
Okay, so the new ones come down slower. That's why it's a softer landing. Okay, we've got kind of a unique opportunity right now, because we're going to find out how a parachute actually opens and go through the steps. So I'll let you step in here, and because Ian's actually wearing a parachute, we'll take a look at what happens when a parachute comes out of the folded up pack here, and I'll let you describe that for us, Russ.
Okay, if Ian were actually in free fall, he'd be traveling face to earth and traveling at 120 miles an hour. When it comes time to activate his main canopy, he'd reach in and pull what we call the pilot chute. The pilot chute, all it is a small parachute. It catches the wind, and the first step is pulling the main pin. After that, the bag containing the main canopy comes out, the lines unstow, and then as soon as the last line is unstowed, the canopy comes out of its container, and then air rushes in and inflates the canopy. Just like that, and all this process takes less than 3 seconds.
And if that wasn't to happen, there's always a safety one.
There's always the reserve parachute to use.
And I also noticed there's an attachment here which helps make sure that all the cables don't get tangled up. So again, engineering has really made an advanced
That's right,
process
it really
out of
has.
this whole thing. All right, thanks for coming down. Work's cut out for you now, Russ. You get to repack this whole thing right now. Let's go back to the studio now, where Carl is going to give us another listen at that Rock 88 contest.
Right you are, and now you're going to get your second chance to take a listen to the 5 excerpts from songs from 1988. All you have to do is identify 3 of those songs. Get ready to listen, and here we go.
Children behave. I've watched you so many times before now, baby.
Okay, back from the Galleria. Hi, Randall. Do you notice that parachute thing? Pretty neat.
Very nice.
Okay, you need to name at least 3 of those 5 songs. The name of 3 of those 5 songs. Write them down and then send them to us. Here is our address. It is Rock 88, care of Switchback. Post Office Box 540 in Regina, Saskatchewan. And the postal code is S4P4A1. And as I mentioned, we'll be giving away 10 cassettes. Great contest. Randall, you familiar with the music at all? And
arrival.
Gamma 5?
Visitors
Not really.
entry module.
Oh, a couple more visitors coming in, Carl.
Entry module.
It's like Bill and Steve. I'll get the door.
All right.
Elevator arrival.
Big round of applause, guys. More Spectrum people.
Entry module.
It's Bill and Steve. Come on in, guys. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback. Good morning. What do you think of our studio here? Nice place in here. This is Carl. This is Randall.
Nice to meet you, Randall.
We're going to have a chance to discuss superconductivity and also laser holograms as soon as we're finished with this commercial. Thanks a lot for coming down, guys. I know it's a cold morning, too, for you guys to make the trip.
3, 2, 1.
Who loves somebody? Welcome back, everyone, to our high-tech Spectrum 89 edition of Switchback. Standing on my left here, we have Bill Marshall, who is, guess what, an engineering student, and over here, Steve Pasmany, also an engineering student. They each have some experiments, I guess demonstrations, exhibits that will be at Spectrum 89. We'll start with you, first of all, Bill, and you're going to tell us something about superconductivity. Big word, what does it mean?
Well, what it basically means is that there's an electrical current flowing through with no resistance.
So a conductor is what it flows through and gets a superconductor because it does a super job of doing this.
Yeah,
now, what's a bad conductor? Why do we need a superconductor?
Well, a bad conductor, when you've got current going through, it gives off heat, which is not good.
Okay.
That's why your things like TVs and stereos get hot after you use them for a long time. But a superconductor, the current goes straight through, no problem, no heat.
Okay, now we're going to demonstrate how a superconductor works. And first of all, you can show us the principle without the magic ingredient, so you can tell us what you're doing here.
Okay, what we're doing here is we're going to displace a magnet onto a regular superconducting material at regular temperature, and it does not superconduct.
Okay, the little thing there is a magnet on top of this thing. Nothing happens now. But how do you make it work?
Well, to make it work, what we do is we pour some liquid nitrogen into a cup here.
Ooh, that's smoking real good. Now, what's the neat thing about liquid nitrogen?
Well, its boiling point is minus 196 degrees Celsius. So that's the temperature
That's already minus 196. That's very, very cold.
That is very, very cold.
So that's freezing that little piece of ceramic in there, which is the superconductor. Now what do you do?
Well, what we do is we're going to make this magnet float on there. We're just placing it on top. It's tough to see, but you can tell if I push down on it, it is floating.
The magnet doesn't even touch the other thing?
It's not touching it, no. What's going on, there's another magnetic field being produced by the superconductor because it's superconducting. It's sort of a north-south pole deal.
Okay, so it just hovers there.
Yep.
Really neat stuff. This will be at Spectrum 89, but it's dangerous and very cold stuff. So actually, Bill, I'm going to ask you if you can quite carefully move that out of the way because you don't want to be touching something that cold. Ooh, you have special gloves. That brings us now to our second experiment. Thanks again, Bill. Our second demonstration is going to be provided for us by Steve Pasmany. And Steve, you're going to talk to us about a laser hologram. I'll hold this for you so you can start getting a... Whoops. Things are zipping around here, so we won't touch those things. Okay, you have for us a laser hologram. What happens?
Let's turn on the laser here and it'll...
Okay.
Okay, what we have is a low-powered neon laser. And it produces a beam of red light, which we pass through this beam splitter, which is basically a piece of glass coated so that half the beam reflects and half of it passes through. The part that passes through reflects off the mirror and then through the lens right there, which spreads it out so it would strike the object which would be sitting here.
Okay.
The other half of the beam from the beam splitter reflects off this mirror through this lens, which spreads it out onto the photographic plate. Now the interference pattern between the beam that comes off the object and the beam that comes from this other mirror is what produces a hologram.
Okay, so by splitting the beam, half hits the object onto the screen, the other half comes right onto the screen, and that combination gives us a picture, a hologram of the object.
A three-dimensional picture.
Okay, that's what a hologram is. It's three-dimensional. Okay, now a little bit earlier, we went ahead and took some pictures of what holograms can actually look like, and you can tell us what these are pictures of.
Okay, this is a picture of blocks disassembled, and it assembles as we go along here. It's basically 3 holograms on one plate. That's why you have 3 different pictures. Okay, this next one is of a lady's hand holding some flowers, and you get a good 3D effect. You get the good depth on there.
It's actually a picture, but it looks three-dimensional because of the hologram.
Right. And the last one is a man looking in a mirror, and you really get the good depth effect because, well, when the man in the back passes right by his reflection.
Okay, when would you want to use a laser hologram? Is there a reason or a company that would use this?
Well, aside from the artistic examples we've seen, it can be used for quite technical applications, like looking for defects in tires or guitars, or testing audio speakers, sound speakers, to make sure they're of good quality.
Okay, well, that's very interesting. Thanks very much, Steve. Great sweatshirt, incidentally.
Thanks.
And thanks for being here. We're going to go over to Carl now, who is standing by with Randall, and they have today's Top 10 Countdown. Carl?
That's right. Here they are, the countdown of the top 10 hits in Canada. Coming at you very fast.
At number 10, In Your Room by the Bangles.
And leaping to number 9, Put a Little Love in Your Heart by Lennox and Green.
And at position 8, Handle with Care, the Traveling Wilburys.
And sliding hopelessly to number 7, I Don't Want Your Love, Duran Duran.
Down from last week at number 6, Big Lead by Tom Cochrane and Red Rider.
And down to number 5 this week, Look Away by Chicago.
Look away, there is the doorway.
Presently at position 4, Two Hearts by Phil Collins.
Singing to number 3, Every Rose Has Its Thorn by Poison.
Singing to number 2, Waiting for a Star to Fall, Boy Meets Girl.
And still at number 1 this week, Baby I Love Your Way, Freebird by Will to Power. That's the top 10 countdown for this week. Special thanks to Good Rockin' Tonight and my pal Randall. Randall. What's the problem? What's wrong?
I believe my circuitry needs a little adjustment.
All right, can I help?
Yes.
All right, I guess this would be the box here.
Just turn that knob slightly to the
Okay,
left.
all right, I'll do that. There you go.
Oh,
How's that?
too much.
Too much? What do you mean?
Too much. Too much.
Here's a video, Traveling Wilburys, Handle with Care. Randall!
Being beat up and battered around, being sent up and I've been shut down. You're the best thing that I've ever found, handle me with care. Reputation's changeable, situation's tolerable, but baby you're adorable. Handle me with care. I'm so tired of being lonely. I still have some love to give. Won't you show me that you really care? Everybody's got somebody to lean on. Put your body next to mine and dream on. I've been bumped up and I've been fooled. I've been robbed and ridiculed in daycare centers and night schools. Handle me with care. Being stuck in a port, terrorized, sent to meetings, hypnotized, overexposed, commercialized. Handle me with care. I'm so tired of being lonely. I still have some love to give. Won't you show me that you really care? got somebody to lean on.
Randall! Randall! It's just Stevie.
Wow, Carl's helping him out. Welcome back, everybody. New guest joining us right now, Mike O'Kane, also a University of Saskatchewan engineering student, first year. Yeah, I guess for you. You've been a first-year student now for 3 years, I think it was.
Yeah.
Just kidding. And you're from Vancouver.
Yes,
how do you like our lovely Saskatchewan winters?
It's hard to get used to.
Right.
Like cold.
It is a little bit cold, but we're going to warm things up right now. You have brought with you a strength tester, and this is your exhibit for Spectrum 89. Maybe you can tell us how does a strength tester work?
Well, it works. What we've done is that when we squeeze the strength tester together, they have a potentiometer. It works kind of like a volume control, and it puts out a voltage, and the computer program that we've built reads that, and it tells you how many pounds you squeezed.
The more you squeeze, the potentiometer thing turns. The more it turns, that tells the computer, wow, this thing turned a lot.
Yeah.
This guy is strong.
That's correct, yeah.
Okay, let's demonstrate it for us here. You go ahead and give that thing a strength test.
I'll just punch in my name here.
Sounds
you
like
just squeeze like that, and then it'll
all right, it says,
read.
Mike, you squeezed 137 pounds. Not bad.
Joe average.
All right, maybe I can give that a try. Now,
okay.
What do I, can I key in my name here?
Yeah.
Bill, that's my name. Now, you tell me when.
Squeeze.
Ready now?
Go, go, go.
Whew, Bill. Whoa. Hey. Oh, now I feel bad. I did give it a pretty good squeeze. Mike just let me win that one. Now, this looks like a fun event. Maybe a fun thing if kids were at Spectrum 89, they could come by and give this thing a...
Yeah, that's basically the idea we had in mind when we designed the thing.
Okay, lots of fun. A fun event that'll be at Spectrum 89. Thanks for coming, and all the way from Vancouver. We'll be back after a 2 minutes of break with more Switchbacks, so don't go away.
Bill, that you like cars, don't you?
Yeah, I like cars a lot.
What do you think of this car here?
Wow, it looks like it's going 1,000,000 miles an hour even when it's just standing still.
That's right. Of course, this is the model.
Right.
There is a real one, though. How'd you like to see it?
There's a real car like this?
You betcha, at the U of S Engineering Department in Saskatoon.
Well, I can't see it if I'm here.
Well, it's pretty easy. We've got the teleportation device. Why don't you hop in? I'll zing you off.
Great. A car, university, engineering.
Just like this one.
A big one that actually works. Great.
You betcha.
Thanks, Carl. See you later.
All right. And off he goes. Should be coming up any second. There he is.
Good job on the teleportation, Carl. Thanks. Wow, this is a great-looking car here. Got a steering wheel. Neat stuff in here.
Hi, Bill. I'm Rick. Welcome to the engineering building.
Hi, Rick. Very good to be here. What is this unit here? What's this called?
Well, it's called the Nexus, and the Nexus is a Greek word meaning a link, okay? And so we wanted this car to be a link between a motorcycle and a car. So it's kind of small and compact like a motorcycle, but it's big and safe, kind of like a car, okay?
Now, maybe you can show me some of the things that are safe here. It looks like it's kind of flimsy to me.
Yeah.
You say it's safe?
Yeah, for sure. Let me show you some of the things here. You notice first the door here is on the passenger side.
That's on the wrong side, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on the wrong side. And, well, it's only a single passenger. Only one person can go into it. So we figured, why not put the door on the passenger side? On the curb side, you can get in and out of it a lot easier. Okay? You can see right here, one of the safety features is a wraparound bumper, okay? And that bumper wraps all the way around the car, and that protects you if you get hit from the side. Okay, we have a very special polyurethane foam in the nose section, so if you hit something, the polyurethane foam just acts kind of like a big pillow, and it absorbs a lot of the energy, okay? So in that way, it's safe. It also has a roll cage right here that protects you if you roll over.
Now, you mentioned the safety of the car. How does the motorcycle part fit in?
Well, we wanted to design the car with two things in mind. First off is the safety, which we've already talked about, and the second is fuel economy. A motorcycle gets good fuel economy, and we wanted to try to do the same thing with our car. So it's got a motorcycle engine right in behind the seat, has chain drive to the single rear wheel, and a lot of the components you'll find look a lot like a motorcycle here and there.
Now, you mentioned you built this car in 1985. Did you come up with the idea and build it, or did you go through lots of different designs?
Well, this is essentially an outcropping of the work we did with our super mileage cars. And these are very, very small competition vehicles that get really, really good gas mileage, up around 5,000 miles per gallon. So we wanted to see if we could build a car that you could drive, to church, you could drive out on the highway, whatever you wanted to do. Our first try at a design was this yellow one, and we didn't really like the way it worked, so we tried a few different other model types until we finally found a shape and a configuration that was right.
Now, it's very, very streamlined. Looks like it's a speedboat or something zooming through the air. How did you come up with that design?
Well, we did a whole bunch of testing in something called a wind tunnel. And what we can do in a wind tunnel is decide how streamlined a vehicle is.
Could I take a look at this wind tunnel?
Yep. Better yet, you can even try it out yourself. Okay, Bill, what you're experiencing now is only about 18 miles an hour, but in the high-speed test section, we can get up to speeds of about 140 miles an hour. So we put quarter-scale models of the Nexus car in this test section and blow the wind by them, and we measure the force on the model. You can see that we can actually simulate the crosswinds by rotating the model in the test section, and we can see how it reacts to crosswinds. By using this force balance underneath the wind tunnel, we can measure the forces on the model. So the force balance translates the force into an electrical signal, and from there it goes to computer, where we finally get our results. So what we're trying to do then is to try to achieve a shape that has the very lowest drag. And if we have very low drag, then the car is going to get very high fuel economy.
The wind tunnel's pretty impressive, Rick. Now, what sort of mileage does the Nexus get?
Well, it'll get about 180 miles per gallon on the highway, or about 1.6 liters per 100 kilometers.
Oh, so that's pretty good. I'm dying to sit in here. Do you mind if I try this on?
No, go ahead.
Looks
a little bit of a tight squeeze, but
a little bit small. Yeah. Ooh. Now, if I wanted to buy one of these cars, what would it cost?
Well, believe it or not, these are the keys for about a $1 million vehicle. That's how much it costs to develop the car, to build it, and to do some testing on it.
$1 million?
Yeah, both there.
Okay, now I can't reach the steering wheel. Is that a problem, too? Or?
It's a tilt steering wheel. You just grab it, pull a little knob, and pull it back towards you. There we go.
I'm ready. Thanks very much, Rick.
Take care, Bill.
Are you leaving now?
Yep.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you later. Carl, I'm locked in, buddy. Maybe you can bring me home. We are. Bill. Bill, made it. Thought I'd get you out of that jam there.
Yeah, I messed up and I got locked into the car. They're really neat car, though.
Yeah, I'll say. Listen, we've got another fellow over here, Trent Feeker, with another car.
Okay, thanks again for the teleportation.
No problem.
Hi, Trent. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback. Trent Feeker, everybody. You've brought along a car of your own, I can see here.
Yeah,
this looks like one of those super mileage cars that Rick was just telling me about.
yeah, this is what we're running. This is the car we used in the competition this year. I brought it down to show you some of the aerodynamics of it and how it goes through the air.
Okay, a really neat-looking car here. If any of you folks out there have a question, maybe you can ask Trent about this super mileage car. Get on the phone right now. And remember, if you're calling long distance, call collect. We'll pay for it. And a couple of people that call in are going to win some of these wonderful Spectrum 89 sweatshirts. In fact, they might even win this exact one. Trent, can I get you to take that off?
Well,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But please give us a call, and we'll take those calls in just a little while. Now, you mentioned that this is a competition vehicle. What would be the competition you would do with a car like this?
Well, the idea is to get the best gas mileage you can, which is go as far as you can on as little gas as possible.
And how far will this car go?
This car will go, the best it did was 5,691 miles per gallon.
Wow, that's a long ways. That's like all the way across Canada.
Yeah, pretty well. It does. If you have a good wind, it'll go for a lot.
On 1 gallon of gas.
Right.
Where do you do this competition?
There's a couple of competitions. The one we go to every year is in Michigan, Detroit, Michigan. And there's also one in Oakville, Ontario that we usually go to every year.
And these are different engineering students all trying to come up with the best.
Yep, there's various schools throughout North America that compete in this, and we've done pretty well in the past.
Okay, this is a strange looking thing. What is it made out of?
Well, it's out of fiberglass, basically, and that's because it's light and strong. And we want it light because you don't want to be pushing around a bunch of extra weight that you don't have to.
Okay, now speaking of weight, somebody, I guess, fits in here. I'm not sure where they...
Yeah, this is how you get in. He sits here and he kind of lies on his back and looks through his feet. And,
okay, so your head isn't up here. You're actually laying right inside here?
Yeah, this is the hole, and we seal this up once we get him inside there, and he kind of looks through his feet, and it's...
Out the front? And you get
through
him.
his toes, yeah.
Okay. What sort of engine does this car have?
Well, I can take the top off here and
okay.
show you what we got.
Look, we finally see a wheel. I wasn't even sure it had wheels there for a while.
This is, the engine is it's a Briggs & Stratton engine, it's a lawnmower engine, really. And we've made some changes to it so it runs a little better and uses even less gas.
Okay, and it turns this wheel, a bicycle chain, it looks like on the back.
It's a motorcycle chain. It turns the wheel, and that's pushes it along.
So does this engine go and you drive endlessly for 5,000 miles? Do you go around a track?
Well, it's a track, and we go around it 5 times. And all we do is we run the engine, and it pushes us along, and then we coast for the rest of the time. And then when we start to slow down, we fire it again, and we pushes it around the track about 5 times.
So you don't really go 5,000 miles, you just make that calculation?
Yeah, it's kind of theoretical stuff.
Okay, thanks very much, Trent. We'll be back to take your phone calls and maybe give away a couple of sweatshirts right after this 2-minute break.
Paul, I'm glad to see that you've got your own cereal now. Did you know that Kellogg's Corn Flakes are just for adults? And, what is that, Paul? That's pretty clever, Paul.
You can't keep a kid out of Kellogg's Corn Flakes.
Hi, kids.
Hi.
Hop on.
Okay.
Let's see what's new in Magic Spoonland.
Whoa!
Watch me add the magic.
New Chef Boyardee ABC season 1, 2, 3. Mini Getty, too.
Yep.
I'm hungry. Tic-tac-toes, just like the game. 3 X's or O's, you win.
I put the yummy in every bite. Taste the magic in your spoon.
We wanted a shopping bag that would stand out, even when filled with incredible savings and values. So we figured this bag couldn't miss.
Big bag.
Big savings. Sears Warehouse Sale. Final week.
When they were little, they talked. And when they got a little older, they talked non-stop. But now, they've stopped talking.
So where's this party at?
When it comes to issues like alcohol and other drugs, it's not always easy, but you can help by keeping the conversation going. You're important to them, and your understanding means a lot. To help you talk with your kids about drugs, contact us for this free booklet.
Hi, I'm Eugene Levy, and I would just like to say drinking and driving is a definite no-no. Please do not drink and then drive.
Drinking and driving can kill a friendship.
Welcome Welcome back, everybody. Having a good time here in our Switchback studios, CBC Regina. We're going to take some phone calls now, and they'll be talking to Trent Feeker about this super mileage car. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
Yes, this is Tony Cernus, and I'm calling from Regina.
Hi, Tony.
And I was wondering, how fast does the car go?
Well, the maximum speed that it'll go is 35 miles an hour, and that's when we start the engine up. It pushes us along at that. But for the competition, we have to average 15 miles per hour for the whole trip.
Okay.
Is that a rule of the competition, or
Yeah,
is that just how you find?
One of the rules is we have to have an average speed of 15 miles per hour.
Tony, are you watching TV right now?
Yep.
See this?
Yeah?
It's now yours.
Okay, thanks.
We'll send it to you. Thanks very much for calling. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
Hi.
Hello. Have you got a question for us?
Yeah, how long would it take to build a car like that?
Well, this car was built 3 years ago originally, and we've been making changes to it ever since. And it usually takes about 2 years to build the car from the start to the beginning. But we keep making changes to it every year, so we're always kind of building it all the time.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
Karen Bowser from Portage Prairie.
Well, good morning, Karen. How are things at Portage La Prairie this morning?
Good.
Are they cold?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll warm you up a little bit. We're going to send you this Spectrum 89 sweatshirt. Is that okay? Okay. Thanks a lot for calling, Karen. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
Hello?
Hello. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name's Martin Tauber, and I'm calling from Kenora.
Okay, Martin. Go ahead with your question, please. Kenora, Ontario. How are things there? Cold?
Yeah.
I can imagine they are. Got a heater in this thing, Trent?
No heater.
No. Okay, sorry. You got a question for Trent?
Yeah, what races does he run in?
Well, there are special competitions. The one in Michigan is put on by a group called the SAE, which is the Society of Automotive Engineers. And the one in Oakville, Ontario is put on by Shell, the place you get your gas from.
The move is on.
That's the one.
Yeah, that Shell place. Thanks a lot for calling.
Okay.
Sorry, we only had 2 sweatshirts. Bye now.
Bye.
Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
My name is Robert Storzik. I'm calling from Regina. I was wondering how many miles per gallon would the car go?
Okay, well, normally what happens in most years, we get a little over 2,000 miles to the gallon. That one year that we got over 5,000 was because we had a really good wind and it pushed us along. But the theory behind it is it should only do about 2,000 miles to the gallon.
Do you know how much, what the mileage is on maybe your parents' cars, Robert?
51.
51. That's pretty good too, actually.
That's really good.
Now, why would this super mileage car though be better than a family car?
Well, it's been specially made. The shape of it helps a whole lot, and it's really light. And we only have to fire the engine. The engine only runs for a couple seconds for the race. In a normal car, like your parents' car, the engine's running all the time, so that uses a lot of gas when you're not actually doing anything.
Would it help, Trent, to have a really, really tiny person in this car?
Yeah, you want it as light as possible. So if you have somebody as light as possible in there, it'd help a lot.
What if you had like a little tiny monkey driving the car? Would that help?
Well, it would help, but by the rules of the competition, the driver has to weigh 150 pounds, and if he doesn't, you have to put lead in his pockets or something like that.
Okay. Thanks a lot for calling.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
Hello, Bill.
Hello. This is Bill. What's your name?
I have a question for Trent. What is the outside of the car made of?
It's fiberglass. The whole car is made of fiberglass, and in the back with the wheels and the engine, there's some aluminum helping to hold up the engine because it's heavy, but the rest of it is just basically fiberglass.
How much would this whole car weigh?
It's about 75 pounds.
Do you know how many kilograms that is?
Not really, no.
Trick question. Well, thanks a lot for calling.
Okay.
Have yourself a nice Sunday.
Yeah, bye.
All right, bye-bye. Well, thanks very much for helping us out here, Trent. Really neat car. Thanks for bringing it down. I know that was a bit of trouble. This will also be on display at Spectrum 89. Okay, time to go over to my good friend Carl now, who's going to give you folks one more listen to that Rock 88 contest. Carl?
All right, get ready, everyone. You're going to hear 5 excerpts from songs from 1988, and you have to identify 3 of those. Here they come.
I've watched you so many times before now, baby.
5 songs really, really quickly. You have to name at least 3 of those 5 songs, write them down, and then send them to us. Here is our address. It is Rock 88, care of Switchback, Post Office Box 540, Regina, Saskatchewan, and the postal code is S4P4A1. I got a feeling a lot of kids with VCRs will have an advantage there. They'll tape the show and play it back. Listen to us. We'll be giving away 10 cassettes. Randall's been just zinging around here all morning, Carl.
Yeah, I think I over-adjusted his power supply.
He's certainly not zinging right now.
Oh, gee, he's lost all of his power. I'm going to have to recharge him somehow. I know. Hang on. We'll give him a jump.
A jump start.
Yeah.
All right. Can I help you here, Carl?
Yep. You can turn it on.
What happens now if our power system isn't like the one on Gamma 5?
Well, if the power doesn't jive with his, then he'll blow up.
Blow up?
Yeah. Bits of them will go all over this. Well, let's give it a shot anyway.
Okay.
I think he'll be all right.
Are you ready?
Okay. Here we go. Hit it.
Thanks. I feel much better.
Oh, you feeling good now? Good
Affirmative.
Stuff. Good stuff. We're just about out of time here on the show, Randall. We're hoping maybe you had a successful journey here to Earth. Did you learn something about our show?
Affirmative. All data is complete.
Great.
Could you please zip me up?
Sure thing. There you go.
I must be back to
right.
Gamma 5.
We'll just teleport you away here. The coordinates are all set. They're all the same.
I'll get the door, Carl.
Okay, you do that.
Whoops, sorry.
Okay.
Come on right in here, Randall. And thanks very much for the visit and everything.
Thank you for the informative visit. And Carl Unit, thanks for the gum.
Hey, no problem. If you ever need a tune-up, just drop by, okay?
Thank you.
And Randall, we'll give you this Spectrum 89 sweatshirt. Probably you're the only one on Gamma 5 who will have one.
I'm sure it will be fashionable, Bill Unit.
You're very welcome. I'm sure it will, too. Thanks, Randall. You can just step in there. We'll get you home right away.
Goodbye.
Thanks, buddy. And thanks for being here.
Here we go. He's off.
Deep space, Carl.
Yeah, very deep space.
Wow. He was a neat guy.
He sure was.
And smart. Yeah, just about everything. We're going to be back with the final of our Switchback's high-tech show right after this break. Welcome back, everyone. Just time for us to do a bit of information. First of all, the 3 youngsters up front here have been helping us all morning in the control panel. Thanks very much to you guys.
Yeah, that's Ariel, that's Belinda, and Corey here.
All right, thanks to you folks. Now, we've got some information to let you guys know, especially those of you in the Saskatoon area. We're going to be coming up to do a couple of shows up there, and one of those shows is an air band show. So if you're anywhere in the Saskatoon area or can get to Saskatoon for our air band auditions, please do so. Start rehearsing your band right now, and those air band auditions will be held January the 22nd. That's a Sunday in Saskatoon. Air band auditions in Saskatoon, Sunday the 22nd. And for information, all the stuff you'll need to know, call CBC up there at 244-1911. That's Saskatoon's CBC. Now, we're going to be in Saskatoon doing 2 shows. One of them is the air band show. The other one's a whole bunch of stuff. And if you want free tickets to Switchback in Saskatoon, the shows will be January the 27th at 7 in the evening. That's a Friday. And January 28th, that's the next day, a Saturday at 3 in the afternoon. Tickets are absolutely free, and if you want to come see Switchback in Saskatoon at Holy Cross High School, please call CBC in Saskatoon, 244-1911. Of course, that's the phone number during the week, office hours, Monday to Friday. Just a quick reminder, the Globetrotters are going to be in Winnipeg on the 12th, Regina the 13th, Saskatoon the 14th. They've given us some complimentary tickets, which are going to the people in here, but that'll remind us, next week is sports. I'm maybe going to get to play with the Globetrotters. Next week's show, lots of sports. That'll be fun. We certainly want to thank the University of Saskatchewan engineering guys. There's a whole bunch of them behind us. Some of them aren't wearing their Spectrum 89 sweatshirts, and they will be graded accordingly. But thanks a lot, guys, for bringing all that gear down. We had a lot of fun. Thanks to you, Carl. I suppose you would thank Randall wherever he is in Gamma 5. Yeah. All right, and thank you guys for watching. Have a good Sunday. We'll see you next week.